Hi everyone, welcome. So today we're just going to be talking about how to start the journey to self-love. Just listen to the beat everyone and just take a few deep breaths. Just get comfy. So if you haven't got any water or a drink next to you, please get something because I'll need you to hydrate. And I need you to be comfy and ready for a mixture of a lesson and a talk and a meditation and also I think some sound. Just take a few deep breaths. Banging out some of the energy that might be around us, any upset or tiredness or aches and pains or grief for me, any anxiety and stress. This is now time for us. This whole session is about self-care and self-love. So this right now is a me time. Okay. This week I have noticed a lot of people asking questions in chat about self-love and how to get on the self-love journey and what self-care truly is. If you talk to people who aren't spiritual and ask what's self-care, and I have done this week out of curiosity, and all of the answers have been face masks, eye masks, candle, movie, chocolate and a glass of wine. And while those things are okay, they're little treats. And I guess for some people that's all they have time for self-care. But that's not the most nourishing self-care that we can give ourselves. That's not true self-love. And yes, I do recommend doing all those things at least once a week. Give yourself a treat. But on a spiritual soul level, whether you're spiritual or not, there are so many things that you can do that will nourish your soul, nourish your brain and nourish your whole life. And some people don't know that there is so much that goes into self-love and healing and true self-care. It's not just about putting a face mask on or having a beer at the end of the day or a glass of wine. As yummy and lovely and naughty those things are, they aren't permanent. They are temporary fixes. They are just a treat at the end of the night when you put your feet up on the sofa and watch TV. But I think those of us who are spiritual or those of us who have really gone through things in their lives and come out on the other end, you know, you would have experienced what true self-love is. And number one is healing. Healing your trauma, healing all of your hurt. Healing is so important for self-love because if you don't start to focus on the things that worry you, things that upset you, memories that hurt you and could even sometimes cause like PTSD or trauma, this will go on for the rest of your life and you will never truly be happy. You will never truly be centered and healed. If you want to love yourself, you need to heal yourself. And that can be in so many forms. And I just want to go through some of them today. You probably all will know the answers, but wouldn't have clocked on that that's actually a part of self-healing and self-love. Have a think right now on what self-healing means to you and what self-care means to you. Just right off the top of your head. I've actually made notes because today is an important lesson for me to teach. So I'm going to read you some of the geeky stuff that I have written down because I didn't want to forget anything, so just bear with me. So I have put self-love. It's all about compassion, healing your trauma and your hurt, being kind and compassionate to yourself, allowing rest, celebrate your achievements and want more for yourself. Forgive yourself, but first forgive others because then you will forgive yourself. Be authentically you. Prioritize you and prioritize self-care. Love yourself and don't seek external validation. Know and believe that you are worthy and set your boundaries. Know your value. Be empowered by what you have gone through and how you stand today. So that's just the first section. Do any of you do these things already? Or do any of you feel like you definitely need to implement these things into your life? Because I know there are things that I just read out that I need to do for myself. 100%. I think for me, prioritizing me and my self-care has been something that I've really had to do over the past year. And I still need to do that. Definitely still need to do that. And I need to be empowered by what I have been through and still stand tall where I am today. That's something that I feel like not many of us do. And not many of us realise that we have been through something. Every single person has been through something in their lives. Something upsetting, something traumatizing, a loss, a breakup, heartbreak, all these things. And we forget that we got through them, like however big or small the problems were, we still got through them and we're still here today, standing, pushing through and trying. And we really need to give ourselves credit for that. We need to give ourselves credit and feel empowered by the fact that we have that strength within that we probably don't realise we have. And it's so much stronger than we realise. We just have to tap into it. And we all thought probably that we wouldn't get through that thing. And yes, it may have changed us, but we grow. We grow from mistakes, we grow from failures, we grow from loss, we grow from breakups. It's so hard when you're in like a cloud of darkness to actually think, hang on, there's a lesson here for me to learn. And I don't quite know what it is right now, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to plow through and the lesson will become clear to me. And even through losing my mum, which was or is the biggest heartbreak, the biggest pain I have ever gone through in my life, it's immeasurable, I can't even explain it. It's inexplicable how painful it is. But I have learned a lot through my grief. I have grown a lot and I have tried for my mum to reach goals of mine that I didn't think I would ever get a chance to reach. And oh my goodness, I've done some of them. I'm doing some right now and I have a really big goal that I have that I don't even know where to begin. But the fact is that I want to do it. And if you'd asked me a year ago if I had goals, plans, dreams, I would have probably laughed at you because I was just in a whole cloud of darkness. But darkness brings light. And once you hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up. And once you reach that up and you see that little light at the end of the tunnel, that's where the growth happens and that's where the lessons are learned. So it's so hard. I just want you to know that if you're going through something right now and it feels like you will absolutely not get through it. You can't see a way through it, and you feel like everything is dark and nothing is going right for you, and you actually just don't see how things will get better. They will. And the reason I say that is because there's one thing that is 100% in this world, and that's change. Change happens whether we like it or not. Time happens, and with time brings change. And time also brings growth. We grow older, children grow up, we grow wiser, we grow hair. We grow. Nature just grows. It's a cycle. Change is all that we can grasp onto and know that it's going to happen. Things don't ever stay the same. They don't stay stagnant, because through darkness, if you push through, light will appear, and clarity just appears sometimes from nowhere. So I just want you to know that there is hope. However dark you feel things are, there's always someone or something or somewhere that will help you. And just find that thing, find that person, or find that somewhere, and grasp it, hold on to it, because light is beautiful, because light will help you grow. So I just want you to sit with that for a few moments. Have a think now. How are you feeling in your life right now? Are you in a little bit of darkness? Are you in confusion? Are you in pain? But you still see some hope? Or do you just not see any hope? Have a little think about where you are right now. You're not too much. No one's too much. If you're in pain, if you're going through so much pain that you don't know what to do, you're not too much. You literally just reach out for help. There's always someone who will be willing to help you. No one is too much. Everyone on this planet will go through pain at some point, and our family members will be going through pain at some point, and I know that you wouldn't want them to go through it alone because they think they're too much. So think about what you're saying, think about what you're all thinking, and think, if your loved one was thinking the same things, would that be okay? Or would you be upset and want them to reach out for help? Because yes, it is so hard finding hope. It's so hard finding people that you think will really be there for you. But they exist. They exist. So the next part that I want to speak about is, there's 8 types of self-care. 8 types. And you might be thinking, like, what on earth? How is there 8 types? There are, actually. And when I read them out to you, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I see. 8 types of self-care. Physical types. So, of course, moving your body. If you're disabled and maybe in a wheelchair, but you can move your arms, move your neck, move your head, move your torso if you can. If you can move your ankles, circle your ankles. If you're able-bodied, exercise, stretch, do yoga, find some kind of exercise that you don't mind doing and that you can even turn into a meditation, and have so much gratitude that you can actually move your body and do that. Because there are many of us out here that would absolutely give anything to be able to exercise again. I can only do stretching and some yoga, which has been tailored to my spinal disease condition and my joint condition. And I am very, very grateful that I can even do that. So if you are completely able-bodied, please move your body. Enjoy the feeling of your body moving outside. Feel the wind against your face. Feel the sun on your face. Honestly, just move anything. And celebrate the fact that we have a body right now that moves. You know, there's so many people who are completely paralysed from the neck down and can't move at all. So, and there are people, I think a lot of those people who can blink and communicate with blinking, and I bet you they are grateful that they can actually just do that, and their family members must be so happy that there's at least some way to be able to communicate with them, and that's just with the movement of the eyelids. So can you imagine how amazing we would feel if we actually notice the fact that we can move our bodies, and we have the freedom to do that. We're not trapped within ourselves. We're not in jail. We're not trapped in that way, but we can move. And you know what? I used to be a dancer. I used to be a dance teacher. I trained since a child. And for me, dancing and movement was my form of expression. When I heard music, it was like my body became the music. And it's like the most special relationship that I had, my body and the music, and encompassing it and becoming it and expressing my emotions through movement. And when I was told by the doctors I had to stop dancing, my whole world fell apart. But it's taken me about 15 years to realise that I may not be able to dance anymore, but I can still move my arms, I can still move my head, I can still walk sometimes, and I'm still able to like communicate, I'm still able to listen to music and help people. And I am so grateful that I even had the chance in my life to be able to dance to begin with. I had that experience. Some people don't even get that. Be grateful and be thankful that you can move. And if you can't, if you're in a wheelchair or anything like that, whatever you can move, just embrace it. There's always something we can do. Okay, so that was the physical section, and of course in that would come nutrition and what you drink, what you eat, what you put into your body and what you shouldn't put into your body. It's so easy to just eat whatever's cheapest because it's so expensive out there. Healthy food is really expensive, and it is so easy to just buy the cheap food that they make, the ready meals and microwave meals, because they are just more affordable. At what cost? And the cost is our body and then our mental health. It's not worth it. I would rather completely change my diet and budget really strictly so that I can have things inside me that nourish my body and reduce inflammation and help because things that we eat and drink actually help our minds as well and our mental health and our sleep. So physical stuff is so important. Probably one of the things that people don't really want to change, because we all get so... We have our favourite foods, don't we? We have our favourite meals. Some people will make the same food every week, just in rotation. And not many of us, or not many people, will have green stuff on their plate or colourful vegetables on their plate. Some people who will just buy the cheaper foods because of affordability, I understand. I've been there. But it's all just like beige. It's beige. Some of it's rubbery. It makes you feel sick and bloated. I've got IBS. I've got lactose intolerance, dairy allergy, so many things. And a lot inflames my body and a lot makes me feel really unwell. And just at the end of a really large meal, when you feel completely exhausted and you want to sleep, like that food coma, that's not a good thing. That shows you that we have pushed our body too much. We've eaten too much, and we've eaten too much of the wrong thing. Because if you're eating a big healthy meal that's all like greens and colours and protein, you won't get that food coma. You just won't. So if you get that after you eat, that's your body telling you, this is not helping you. Help me. That's your body screaming for help. So just remember, next time you feel that, think, oh, okay, I need to do something nice for my body, for my insides. And then, of course, under the physical section will be face masks. Looking after your nails, looking after your hair, looking after your teeth and your skin. You know, all the external stuff as well as the internal. We never talk about the external because it's looked upon as vanity, but we need to still look after our skin. It's the largest organ in our body, our skin. So you don't want to be all wrinkly and all dried up and shriveled up. Just look after it. It's doing so much for us. Our skin protects us from, you know, external pollutants and all sorts of things, and water and so much. So look after yourselves, guys. And if you want to go to the hair salon and get your hair dyed or cut, do it. Treat yourself. And our hair needs to be looked after anyway. We need to cut the ends of it, or we get split ends and it gets dry and frazzled. This is all part of our body, and it's okay to look after them, and your nails. Don't feel guilty if you are what they would call high maintenance. There's a limit. Vanity is a whole different section. I'm not going to talk about vanity because you all know that you have to be humble. But self-care, yes, self-care is not selfish. Looking after your hair, your skin, your nails, these are all part of our bodies that grow and need to be looked after. So don't be ashamed if you do those things, and don't let anyone say, oh gosh, look how high maintenance you are. It's not. You're doing a part of self-care, but don't forget that the internal self-care needs just as much love. The next thing is mental. Self-love and self-care is all a mental thing. Without our mental health, it kind of is like, what is everything else? Without your mental health, you can't look after your body, you can't look after your environment, you can't do anything. Mental health is so important. Mental health, sleep. Sleep helps your mental health so much. Sleep, having people that you can trust, trusting yourself as well, trusting your abilities and your strength, and knowing when you need to reach out for help. Reaching out for help from a therapist, a counsellor, a school guidance counsellor, even a friend, is not anything to be embarrassed about. You have to reach out. Don't suffer alone. Never suffer alone. There is always help out there. And if you can't afford therapy, which I understand as well, there are helplines out there. There are so many helplines, and there's people online right now in this room that I know would be there for you if you needed it. But you are never alone. But mental health is literally number one, because you could have the most fit body, the most healthy, able body, you know, filled with vegetables, nutrients, vitamins. But then if you have no mental health, what does that matter? Because you will probably end up in bed, depressed, dissociating, all of those things. So mental health is so important, guys. And meditation, breath work, sound baths, all these things really, really help mental health. Journaling. I know that you all know this, but some people don't know, or some people wouldn't associate these things with help. Music. If there is music that lifts your mental health and can get out any kind of emotion like anger, sadness, or happiness, there is a song for it out there, or there's a piece of music out there for it. Please do like an emergency plan for yourself. Make a playlist of all the things, all the music that you know will help you in a really dark time, and have it as a mixture. Don't just have all sad songs or all heavy metal screaming songs. Just make a mixture. Have some that will uplift you, some that have words that will help you, that resonate with you, and just give yourself time to listen to those songs. Journaling is also one of the best things for mental health. If you can dump all your trauma onto paper or in your phone in an app before you sleep at night, It helps clear the mind out. It really does. It's not perfect, of course, but it helps. Because if you just put all your thoughts down onto the paper before you sleep, you're not going to be laying there thinking of all that stuff, because it's almost like an outlet. Well, it is, it's an outlet. So give it a go. Just let go, guys. Anything you can find to let go of your pain, your sadness, your stress, do it. And do it twice a day if you can. First thing when you wake up and first thing before you go to sleep. Music, journaling, sound baths, gratitude. Gratitude is literally the one thing that can help you realize that things aren't as bad, as dark as they may seem. When you are in the darkest hole, at rock bottom, it can be the hardest thing to think of something that you're grateful for. What I say is, and what I did personally when I was in my darkness, my grief, dark cloud, was that I was sitting on a sofa, or I was laying on my bed. I had a bed to lie on. I had a sofa to sit on. I was in a room. I had a room to be in, which meant I had a roof over my head. Or if I was in a park, I was so grateful to have a park to be in, somewhere to be out in nature. I was in the shower and I was like, I have water, I have a shower, I have hot water, I have shampoo, and I have body wash and soap. Like, some people don't have that. Like, that's actually a blessing. I had towels to wrap around me and clothes to wear. There was times when I didn't have a roof over my head. I didn't have food to eat or water to drink or water to shower in. So we always have something. And like Dee just said, when she was homeless, she said thank you for her shoes. And it's so hard to do that. But she had shoes to wear. And some of us will have people that care about us. Some will have people they can turn to, a husband, a wife, children, a sister, a brother, friends. If you have that, you have everything, because some people don't have that at all. And not having people to turn to is so painful. But what I learned was the people that I thought would be there for me in my darkest hour weren't, and people that I didn't expect to were. So I was so grateful for those people. And even though they couldn't be around me all the time or message me all the time, I found my online community right here, and I was so grateful, so thankful. I still am. Some of you people who are in this room right now have helped when I was crawling out of my dark hole. I'm gonna cry, hang on. Sorry. When I was crawling out of my dark hole, so many of you helped me crawl out of it. When people in my life didn't, and family didn't. So I am super, super grateful that I had people, family that I made for myself right here. So thank you. Thank you so much for those of you who have been here for me. And just know that there's always someone. And when you find someone, or you find something like online meditation or online sound baths where it helps you mentally, it helps you get out of the darkness, you have to make it a routine. You have to make things a routine for your mental health. When you find your things, grab onto them and keep going with them. It does take practice. I think I heard scientifically it takes between 30 to 60 days to truly get your mindset into a routine. So don't give up, and keep going, because I did that and I was really strict with myself, like really strict. I woke up at the same time every single day. I joined Tanet's live every single day from start to finish, every single live. I meditated when he was doing music. And then when the live stopped, I would do my journaling. I would do breath work throughout the day and practice self-care. And I made sure that I did so many different things for my self-care, and I did it like clockwork. Even when I absolutely didn't want to. Mentally, I was like, I'm tired, I don't want to do this, I just want to rest now. And then for somehow, that strength within me that didn't want to be in darkness anymore was like, no, you're not going to sit down and rest on the sofa now. You're not going to lay down on the bed and just become a potato who's crying all the time. Do the things. Do the things that you know help you. And I did. Like, I was literally like a strict teacher with myself, and it does help. I'm hoping that all of this is kind of sinking in and giving you food for thought. Thank you for all your support, by the way, guys. Next thing is emotional. I think emotional comes under mental, really. Let your feelings out. Don't bottle them in. I'm still crying, my goodness. Don't bottle them in. Feel everything. Cleanse it all out. Don't just try to push things into the back of your mind or lock them solid in the back of your heart, because it doesn't work. It eats away at you, and it does come out mentally. It comes out in your sleep. You might end up with insomnia or too much sleep. Physically, it will affect you with like headaches and nausea, anxiety, depression, of course. So holding in emotions can cause a lot of problems physically, mentally, and emotionally. And actually the next number, well, the 8 types of self-care, well, number 4, spiritually. If you don't help yourself physically, internally, emotionally, and mentally, your spirituality will suffer. Because once you start to let go of all those things, your spirituality weakens, because you start to lose faith that there's anything out there that's going to help you. Whereas we want to be strengthening our spirituality and our connection with the divine or God, Allah, anything that you believe in. We need to strengthen ourselves, believe that there's something out there. And if you are, I think it's agnostic, or when you just don't believe in anything, that's fine. But at least believe in yourself. If you don't believe in an external force that's going to help you, believe and trust in yourself. And even Mother Earth, because she provides for us. So trust in that. And for spirituality, when you're in the darkness and you just don't want to do anything, meditating and breathing is actually the one thing that's not exhausting. If you take the breathing nice and slow, in the nose, out the mouth, all the stuff that I teach and everything that you know, it just relaxes the body, it relaxes the mind, it lowers blood pressure scientifically, it lowers your heart rate. And when you've done all that, if you happen to have diabetes, if you calm everything down, your blood sugar actually lowers as well. Your cortisol levels lower. So meditation and sound healing is scientifically proven to help you medically. So I think spiritual practices is so important. Whether you believe in something or not, meditation, mindfulness, sound healing, all incredible stuff. Number 5 on the list is intellectual. If you like to read, read. Learn something new, read a book that will teach you something, but also make sure that you put that into practice. Don't just read and then put the book down and then move on to something else. If you learn something new, give it a go. Share it with others. See if someone else will do it with you. Keep your mind going. Keep feeding your brain, because it also helps. It helps deter Alzheimer's and dementia. Solving puzzles, reading books, apparently even like solving mysteries and stuff like that can really help. Crosswords, anything that's like mental exercises, I guess. Just keep your brain going. Plan things. Use your mind. Use your brain. Write down. This is where the journaling things, stimulating. Anything that's stimulating. Write down goals, micro goals. Write down things that excite you. Write down things that energize you. Things that make you happy. Things in your life that have happened that are positive. Write it all down. Get your brain thinking and working through it so that when it's down on the page, you can have it in a certain order or anything like that. And then some people really find that when they see things written down on paper, it kind of solidifies it in the brain and it gives them kind of that motivation to move forward. And that's sometimes the best self-love and self-care you can do. Having motivation for yourself to do something for yourself that you know will make you happy. The next one is environment. Environment is so important. Being in a house that's filled with things, hoards, piles of stuff, dust, things that will bring up allergens, being in an environment where your neighbours are super noisy and it causes you stress. I know some of these things can't be helped, but if there's any way that you can solve the problem, do it. Do it, because living in a place that causes you stress or allergies or illness, anything like that. And if you don't have a choice about your environment, find a place that you can take yourself to. Like, say, if you are homeless or if you're going from shelter to shelter, make sure you have a quiet place outside of that environment that you can go to relax and center yourself, be around some nature or people watch, anything that you enjoy. But at least try to get yourself into an environment that makes you feel calm once a day, because it does really, really help. Number 7, social. Social. When you're in a dark hole, do you want to be social? Probably not. Do you want to lock yourself away? Yes. Do you want to shut everyone out? Yes. Is that good for us? Maybe for a very, very short time so that you can self-reflect, center yourself and ground yourself. But in the long run, not being social at all is not healthy. It isolates you, it makes you feel alone, it makes you feel lonely, it makes you feel like no one understands you and no one ever will. It makes you feel like you're a burden. It makes you feel like you wouldn't ever be accepted. So much happens when you isolate yourself from people and being social. And it's really important that you choose carefully who you surround yourself with. That's the key. Don't surround yourself with people who are toxic, with people who offend you, insult you, put you down, or give you backhanded compliments, or people who want you to be stuck where you are, people who don't really support you and they're just out for themselves and that's it. Yes, it is hard to find. I see you saying that in chat. It's so hard to find, but it's not impossible. And thankfully, we have got people right here that we have been so blessed and lucky to find and connect with, because this is part of being social. Even if we're typing, it's being social. It's just in a different way. And I guess this is how society is communicating now, and it's still better than completely isolating yourself from everything. My online family, you guys, have just brought a new lease of life to me, and I'm so grateful for it. And it just shows that you don't need to have people in your physical life, like face to face in front of you, for you to find connection and friendship and love. So don't shut yourself off. Socializing can be so fun. It can be uplifting. It can bring out parts of yourself that you probably didn't even realize were still there. And that's what I found in the last year for myself. There were parts of me that I thought died along with my mum, that I just thought were gone for good. But thankfully, oh my God, thank God, they're still there. And they were able to come out online with you guys. So when things are really, really bad, please don't shut yourself off. Don't. Just come to one of us, or at least just come into a live stream. Just join the lives. Have a look at chat. If you don't feel like talking, at least just read the chat. Some things will make you crack up laughing. Some things will make you chuckle. Some things will be like, I can't believe they just said that. Because you're still intellectually, mentally kind of invested, and you're connecting, even if you're not speaking. So please just come online. And if you haven't got people around you in the physical life, you've got people right here. So being social is super important, and it doesn't have to be social with loads of people. It can be just one person. And it is still okay to have me time. It's still okay to have some days when you're quiet, some days when you don't come online, some days when you turn your phone off or put it on silent. Of course, have those days. Digital detoxes are so healthy for us. And I actually implore you to do that. I try to do that. It's a need, it's a must, and it's helpful. So yes, have your quiet time, have your me time, but don't do it too much, because you will end up isolating yourself, and you will end up in a cycle and a habit that you don't want to be stuck in. Finally, number 8 on the list of self-love and self-care, finance. Boo. Boo to finances. Or yay. Which one? Where do you stand when I say to you money? Do you think boo, or do you think thank you, yay? Because this is many of our mountains. Money and finance is a big part of our lives. Unfortunately, it is. We need it to survive. We need money. Unfortunately, we need it to survive. We need it for food. We need it for drink. Water isn't free on this planet, which is ridiculous because it's Mother Earth's gift to us. Unless you can go to a mountain and go to a fresh stream, we have to pay for our water. So, gas, electricity, rent, mortgages, car, insurance. The list just goes on, and even if you live off-grid, money is still needed for something, and it's something that we have to find a way around, because money isn't the bad thing. Money isn't the bad guy here. Money is something that has been around as an exchange for energy, in exchange for a service since the dawn of time. Whether it's be like exchanging goats or exchanging chickens, exchanging a piece of paper with an IOU. Money is something that is a part of our lives, and if we even get $1, we have to think, yay. We have to be grateful for it, because it's so easy to be like, I hate money. I don't have it. I need it. Those people have all this money in the world and they don't use it for good. They don't help people. Why is it the governments are giving all the rich people more money and all of the other people have to work hard for every cent, and yet we don't have anything to survive with? Yes, so most of us have negative connotations towards money, and that causes a negative energy barrier between us and money, and it stops our flow of abundance. And I know that that might sound like, oh, hippie, la 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 stuff, but it's actually not. We always receive with one hand and then give with the other. Receive with one, give with the other. It's a constant exchange all the time. Bills come in, the money goes out. But we need to keep that flow going. And to be able to do that, we need to have the mentality and the intellect, or the mindset. I'm going off all of the things on the list here. To be able to keep that flowing, invite that abundance in, and be thankful for whatever you have coming in. And if any of that goes out to pay for something that's a necessity, oh my gosh, we should be so thankful that that even got paid. And yes, if you're in my situation, some bills don't get paid, but some bills do. And I am so thankful for that. And of course, we need more money. But the important thing also is to have in your mind your intention. Like, what do you need money for? If you won the lottery tomorrow, what do you need that for? Do you need all of that money? Do you need every cent of that money? No. So think about your intentions. What would you do with that money? I was having this conversation with, we were saying that, of course, we would sort our lives out, make sure we have a permanent roof over our heads, look after family, look after friends, give to charities, and then, of course, food, drink. I would give myself the luxury of having a chef or a cleaner, because, oh my gosh, it's so hard. It's so hard to keep up with cooking and cleaning with my spinal condition and my joints. And some days I can't actually move at all because of my spinal disease. So I just dream of having someone to be able to help. And then I actually thought to myself, but is that a necessity? It's not a necessity. It's something that would help me, but I still think that I would use that money for something better. But of course we would use that money to better our lives. But there's only a certain amount of food and drink we can buy for ourselves in a week. Our bills are, they get paid once a month. So we don't actually need that much money to survive and to be comfortable in our lives. And of course, I'd love to travel and come and meet all of you guys and just dream. So, have your dream, and it's okay to dream. It's beautiful to dream and allow yourself to dream. That's something that I personally feel is a really big part of self-love. Allowing yourself to dream. When you're a child, you dream about so many things, being things, going to certain places. Let your inner child just dream and dream big. But the intention of money is what's important. I would open up a charity, I would open up an animal sanctuary, and I would help people. Definitely use that money to help people, but of course, help myself first. We have to love ourselves first. We are priority, and then we help others. However much money you do or don't have, make sure you look at it as a blessing, because we could have none of it. Literally, we could have zero money. And if you have zero, literally nothing coming in, but you're able to get to a shelter, or you're able to get to a friend's house or a family member's house, That's also something to be grateful for. If someone can come and give you a lift, that means that other person has the finance and the blessing to be able to help you back. So our relationship with money is connected with other people as well. If someone else helps you in some way, that's because they were blessed with money, so therefore we should also be grateful towards money. Try your best to cut the negative energy towards finances, because it really does help. And that's the end of my lesson for that. How are we all doing? Are we finding this helpful and interesting? We are talking about self-love and self-care today. And I've just gone through the 8 types of self-love, which is physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, intellectual, environmental, social, and financial. All things that we probably don't even think about as part of self-love and self-care. If you don't mind, I just want to go through the one list that I went through in the beginning. So self-love and self-care. Healing your traumas and your past hurts. Being kind. Allowing rest and being compassionate to yourself. Celebrate your achievements. Want more for yourself. Forgive others so that you can forgive yourself and be free. Be authentically you. Prioritize you and prioritize self-care. Love yourself. Don't seek external validation. Know and believe and trust in who you are. Know that you're worthy and set your boundaries. Know your value and be empowered by what you have gone through and where you're standing today. So important. Just maybe write notes on something that may have struck a chord with you and help yourself and even help others. If you feel like there's someone in your life that could really do with hearing some of this stuff, share the video or just share with them your experiences, because it can really help. A few words for you that I want you to just take in. I'm going to say them slowly and just take it in. Self-love and self-care. Close your eyes for a moment and really listen to what I'm going to say. Self-love, self-care, gratitude, mindfulness, meditation, music, journaling, therapy, sound baths, nature, boundaries, doing things you love, learning new things, digital detox, connection with others, connection with yourself, connection with nature, connection with divine energy, connection with community, exercise, movement, better nutrition, sleep, and love. Just take all that in. Do you need to do any of those things? Are you doing any of them right now? Maybe you need to increase that. There's so much we can do to help ourselves and to start our journey to self-love and self-care. And if you want to add to the end of that list, a glass of wine, a bottle of water, chocolate, maybe a pint of beer, maybe some pasta, or a pizza. It's okay. Once in a while, it's okay to treat yourselves. Self-care can also be face masks, which is the very popular one. When you type online self-care, it's always a picture of someone with an eye mask on, or a face mask, or a lip mask, or someone with the moisturising gloves on their hands or their feet, or putting nail varnish on, or moisturiser, or a hair mask. All these things. It could be perfume. Self-care and self-love, knowing that you deserve a perfume that will uplift you or remind you of good times. Makeup. If makeup helps make you feel better or make you feel confident, wear it. Don't be ashamed. Of course, I would much rather you love yourself as you are, but I don't see anything wrong with wearing perfume, doing your hair, putting makeup on, shaving a beard. It doesn't matter what you do. Just do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you happy. Just do it. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks. Just do what makes you happy. That is the purest form of self-love and self-care you can possibly do. And rest. Oh my goodness. Rest. I put sleep down on the list, but rest is, oh my goodness, so important. If you burn out, if you run yourself into the ground, you won't be able to look after yourself mentally or spiritually or intellectually, physically, emotionally, all of it. Up until 2 months ago, rest was something that I was not giving myself. And I'm really lucky one of my friends noticed that, and she was like, I am whisking you off to a cabin in the woods in nature so you can just rest and just be with the trees. And it was very enlightening for me because I realized I needed to be still more. I needed to just be still. And I realized how important rest was because I was constantly doing stuff, constantly trying to move my focus away from my grief for my mum. And because I couldn't deal with the pain anymore, so I was using my focus for everything and anything. It was really bad, and I wasn't resting enough, and that caused anxiety and panic attacks and insomnia. My mind would not just shut off. So rest, it showed me that my body needed the rest because I was aching so much more. All of my pains from all of my different body conditions were flaring up constantly. My psoriasis was flaring up, my eczema, cold sores, like anything that could have gone wrong did. And it was all because of rest. So once I had that time out, that I changed things. I let myself sleep in more. I didn't join Guru Tanet's live from start till finish because his start is 4 o'clock in the morning for me. And I was doing that solidly for 11 months and it was not healthy for me. So that whole FOMO thing, I realised it's just pointless. You will all be there. Guru Tanet will be there if I let myself sleep 2 more hours. So that's what I do now. I join 2 or 3 hours later, and then there's still like another 5 hours once I join, and I can still help people. I can still get healing. I can still do everything on my path. And then once that live finishes, I go off and do my volunteering or my coaching or anything. We have to make life work for us. We have to let ourselves rest and sleep and not have this FOMO. Oh, if I miss out on so-and-so's live, I might miss something that happens in chat, or I might miss something that the content creator will say or share. I'm going to miss out on this, or, people might forget me, or just something, anything silly thoughts. Don't think those things, because sleep and rest is what will keep you going, and content online most often is put onto YouTube after for us to catch up on. So absolutely not. I let myself sleep now. If I happen to wake up and then I can't sleep, I will join. And then after, I will have my time outside in my garden. I feed the birds, I'll listen to them, I look at the trees, and I'll just center myself, and then I'll start my day. And then I'm lucky because Tanet's second live is in my evening at the end of the day after I do all my stuff. So just make things work for you. If you can't make a live one day or the day after, don't worry. Remember why you were there initially. Remember why you're here right now. For you. You're not here to read chat and see if there's something kicking off, or to see if someone's going to share something, or anything. None of that matters. That's all external noise. Most of us joined Tanette or me or Grace or Cece's lives or Arroweyes lives, to help ourselves relax, to help ourselves heal. Healing is just like number one. Reading chat and getting involved in everything is not a part of our healing journey. That's not a part of self-care or self-love. And all these lives will still be there tomorrow and the day after and the day after. So just do what helps you. You're not missing out on anything. Your friendships will still be there. They'll still be here. And just do what helps you on your healing journey. And do what makes you happy. Everything is about your happiness, your soul being happy, being mentally happy, and your heart feeling full and fulfilled. Self-love is to do what makes you happy. And I think that's everything in a nutshell. Do what makes you happy. No FOMO. Don't worry about that. So that's the hour-long talk of the lesson, and now I'm going to finally go into the meditation part. So get ready now, get comfortable. We're going to start the meditation. I'll do some sound healing within that as well. So if you want to sit down, if you can, sit up. If you have to lay down, that's fine, but if you lay down, you are very likely to fall asleep. So it's best if you sit up. But make sure you're comfortable, make sure your back is comfortable, and just center yourselves. Close your eyes if you want, or just focus them gently somewhere else. This is a really important live today. This is a really important meditation for you and for your healing journey and your self-love. So first I'm just going to shake out some of the energy. Again, this is what I made in the Amazon with the tribe members. Shake out any energy around you. And I hope that your environment will be cleansed. Any negativity in the air, any stress that's been surrounding you, I hope this knocks it all away. Feel this going up and down your spine. Feel the healing and feel your breath. Focus on breathing in your nose and out your mouth. Keep that breath flowing in your nose and slowly out your mouth. And this is just knocking out any negative energy and invigorating the energy all along your spine, to your spinal cord. If you have any illnesses or any conditions, let this go through that. Let it break away any cells within your body that have illness within them. Let this help ease the aches of your muscles and hopefully help any of your pain. And I'm sending you all so much love, and I'm asking the universe to send you healing and love. Feel the golden light of the universe and the divine all around you. Keep that breath flowing in and out the mouth. And just feel everything settling down, everything being centered. take that breath and take it all the way down your center and breathe it out. Breathe away all your stresses and just let it all go. If there's anything that's been really stressing you out or worrying you, please just don't let that enter your thoughts right now. This is me time. This is part of your healing, your self-love and your self-care. Just feel your body melting down into the chair, down into the ground, and just breathe. Feel the vibrations all through your body. If you have headphones or earpods, I do recommend you wear them now. They will really help. Keep your breath flowing. Let the vibrations and the pulsating of the bowl break through any stress or anxiety within your body. Let the warmth of the vibrations surround you and provide you with protection, love and golden light. If anything within you needs healing, believe that the energy from the bowl will help. But keep your breath flowing. The breath connecting with the energy of the bowl is so important. One more. Breathe in and slowly out. Now we'll have more sound healing later. Now we're going to go into the pure meditation part of this live stream. If you can, close your eyes. If you have a blocked nose and allergies or a cold or anything, just try to breathe however is comfortable to you. If you can't breathe through your nose at all, don't worry. Just gently breathe in through your mouth. Don't take a big breath in though, because it will dry you out. But please make sure you all have water next to you and hydrate. So let's do some breathing, some relaxation. I want you to take the breath in your nose and bring it up and right down your centre and fill up your stomach like a balloon. And then as you breathe out, that balloon will collapse back inwards. So breathe in. Hold it and slowly breathe out. Breathe in for 4 and breathe in 2, 3, 4 and hold. And breathe out 2, 3, 4 and relax. Just feel everything relaxing. If your shoulders feel a little bit tense and like they're rising up, just give them a wiggle, relax them down. Keep your arms down, rest them down onto your lap, and just feel all of your body melting downwards into the earth. And breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and relax. When you feel your stomach filling up with that air on your breath in, I want you to make sure you fill it up so much that it's tight. You know when you blow up a balloon so much you feel like it's going to pop at any moment? That's how much I want you to fill up your stomach and your lungs. Refresh that stagnant air that's probably been at the bottom of our lungs all through the week. And then just release it all. So breathe in for 4, and then I want you to breathe out for 6. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. And notice where your spine is touching the chair or the bed. Notice where your legs are touching and your feet and your hands. Relax any stress that may be within your fingers. If it helps to scrunch them up, really, really, really scrunch them and then relax. And then really, really scrunch them up and relax. And not only is your air going down your centre, it's also going down along your spinal cord, rejuvenating and healing. So breathe in for 6 now. And breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And just breathe normally. Notice how you're breathing now. Notice if your body is feeling more relaxed. And if there's anything that's aching or hurting you right now, acknowledge it and then try to just move away from it. And take your air as you breathe down to that area or up to that area if you have a headache. If you have cheekbone ache from a migraine or a jaw ache, teeth aches, anything, feel that air swirling around as you breathe in. And I often say give the air a colour blue because that's a very healing colour. But if you want to just breathe and just imagine oxygen clear, that's fine. Just keep noticing your breathing and just gently breathe in your nose. Gently feel your stomach inflate and then gently feel it deflating in as you breathe out. If you want to put a hand on your stomach just to feel it moving in and out like the tide, like the ocean, in and out as you breathe, it can really help you connect to your centre. Your whole body is still, melting down into Mother Earth. The only movement is your breath, the flow of your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Now take a really big breath in, hold it, and slowly out. Now if any of you suffer from panic or anxiety attacks, hyperventilating from stress, this is just a small trick that has been taught. A lot of psychologists share it. If you have a straw, just imagine you have a straw, you don't have to have one. And when you breathe in, I want you to imagine that when you're breathing out, you're taking the breath all the way down the straw, slowly, concentrated, and keep going, keep the breath going past that straw. The important thing is to have your lips pursed, as if you have a straw there, almost like you're saying ooh. So you breathe in as if you're sucking the air from the straw, so it's focused and concentrated. That really helps when you're hyperventilating in a panic or anxiety attack. And it's something that you can quickly think of when you're in that distress. So you breathe in through the straw and breathe out back down the straw. It's really good for you to try to breathe out for 8. If you start at 4 or 6, it's really good to end up at 8 because it really controls your breath, stops you hyperventilating, stops the air getting trapped here, and it helps relax your lungs again. So even if you don't have a straw, just imagine it's there. Breathe in and breathe out for 8 down the straw. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then again, breathe in and out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you do ever find that that doesn't help yet, you can start with the panting, because you're hyperventilating it as it is. But if you can control that by doing the panting exercise, you can then move on to the straw one after. So the panting is again as if you have the straw and you're breathing into it. So 4. And then you work your way up. So I suggest you start at 4 and then 6 pants and then 5. So 4, 6, 5. So we'll begin. Breathe in and 4 pants. Breathe in, 6 pants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and rest. And breathe in, 5 pants. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relax. And if you need to repeat this, if you're having a panic attack, repeat it as many times as you want. Just make sure when you breathe in, you're breathing in through your nose, really pulling that oxygen down to your lungs. So now just one more from the straw, no more panting. Breathe in and breathe out for 6. And breathe in, 2, 3, 4 and hold. And out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and relax. If you just have thoughts that cannot stop while you're meditating or trying to do your breath work, you can start with visualization. If the breathing in your stomach and expanding it like there's a balloon in there, if that doesn't help, you can always imagine that you have a blue ribbon of air or energy going up into your mind and doing the whirlpool or the tornado that I've taught before. So you take the breath up and you swirl it round and round, wiping away all your thoughts and stresses. See that beautiful blue energy just floating around. As you breathe in and you breathe out, it keeps going. And when you finally feel that it's just you and the air, you breathe it out. And relax. Everything should be really relaxing now. Heavy. Melting and melting down. Your body merging with the chair or merging with the bed. If If your feet are on the ground, feel your feet merging down in with Mother Earth, and feel your roots growing down. This grounding exercise is very common because it really helps you to not only connect with Mother Earth, but it helps ground you, ground your body as we go into a meditation. Grow your tree roots from the soles of your feet down into Mother Earth and connect with her roots, which are entwined and growing and moving, and your roots do the same with hers, and you connect, twist around, and you feel your energies join. Mother Earth's beautiful golden grounding healing energy comes up through your roots and joins into your energy, fills your veins up with golden clay, kind of clear. Okay, so let me start again. The energy from the earth is golden, but as you're breathing, that clear air that you're breathing in merges with it. So that whole energy exchange between you and earth is just melding into one another. And just feel everything serene, calm and soothed. And that breathing is in a lovely flow, keeping all the stress away. And if you need to take in big breaths sometimes and a really long out breath or a big sigh, you can make a noise on the breath out like ah, or just release it all, get that stress away from you and just feel everything centered. And now the visualizations begin for our journey. As most of you may know, the lotus flower, it's born from muddy waters. It's born through difficult times. The seed is planted down underneath the water, right at the bottom, and it has to go through a lot to grow, just like we do. When we're going through our muddied waters, when we feel trapped at the bottom with no way out, we are the seed, and we have the ability to grow and change and bloom. And allow yourself that. No one needs to be stuck. No one needs to be stuck in a life where they're unhappy, or stuck where they don't feel beautiful, stuck where you don't feel special or worthy, or stuck where you feel like you have no strength left. You do. Just like the lotus flower, we will grow from our seed all through the muddied waters, the waters filled with problems, weeds, other flowers and plants all entangled and trying to trap us in negativity, but we can keep growing through that. I want you to envision yourself growing. Whatever problems or stressful times you're going through right now, take your air that you breathe in all the way down to your seed and see yourself beginning to grow. See yourself sprouting and feel your lotus growing and growing despite everything that's trying to stop it, despite all the problems there, all the problematic weeds and twists and turns. Keep growing. Keep aiming for the top of the water. Keep aiming for the surface of the water. Keep aiming for the light. Through the murky waters, there will be a drop of light. You can see the sun shining through somehow. Keep growing. Keep aiming for the light. And if anything wraps around you and tries to stop your growth, if anything traps you, if you actually feel like you really can't be free and you can't break free, you can. Breathe and believe and work with the water. Don't work against it. Sometimes we have to go with the tide. Sometimes we have to go against the tide. Everything changes and you have to go with the change. Move with the change. And keep growing and growing. And as you break away from all the other things trapping you, all the problems, all the people, all the things, just keep growing. Keep taking deep breaths. Fill up your stomach with the air, with the hope, with the light. And you start to see the surface of the water from underneath. You see the blue sky over it. You see the sun shining. And you see the sun rays cutting through, guiding your way. So keep floating up. Float upwards. And as your lotus flower starts to bloom and grow, as you reach the surface, choose a colour that you feel like you want to be. Most lotus flowers are pale pinks, but there are purple ones. I've seen pale blue ones, I've seen white ones. Choose a colour and feel yourself bloom. But when you're halfway, don't let yourself open fully yet. I want you to stay about this open. So like a quarter open bud of a flower, I want you to stay there, poking through the surface of the water. And I want you to just feel the light coming through the cracks. Feel the warmth of the sun and the warmth of belief and growth and the warmth of the positive energy coming through your bud. And you're completely encompassed by warmth and protection, self-love, and the knowledge that you have all the wisdom to get through everything. You know that you have all the tools within you to practice self-love and self-care, however that may look for you. And within this lotus, I want you to see golden gentle light swirling around you within your bud, within your lotus flower bud. Feel the light just surrounding you and swirling around your head and your face and your body, and it's re-energizing you, it's reinvigorating you, it's healing you, and it's helping you realize the beginning of your healing journey, the beginning of your self-love journey. And whatever color your lotus flower petals are, I want you to see those petals glowing in that beautiful color. And every time you breathe in and breathe out, that color pulsates around you. And you feel safe. And you know that you are your safety. You are the one you can rely on. You are the one that you can trust. You're the one that can help yourself grow. You're the one who will do the healing on yourself. You're the one who will know when you need rest and sleep. You're the one who will know when your body needs to move and stretch and exercise. You're the one who will know there's something not right with your body or your mental health. Trust yourself and your knowledge and know that you can reach out for help. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, believe in your abilities and your strength and how far you've come already and how far you're going to go, how much you will bloom and how much your confidence will grow, how much you know that you will be the one to give yourself validation, no one else. You will be the one to love yourself. You won't need any external love. You can provide yourself with everything that you need. You just have to look after yourself. Take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, your lotus bud opens a bit more. So breathe out. So now you're more open. You're receiving more sunlight. You're receiving rays of hope. And also more trust and belief in yourself. Your connection to the divine or to the universe or to Mother Earth is so important. And your connection to yourself, your inner core, your soul, your heart. Take the breath in. Everything is inwards. Everything that you need is within. So take all of your healing breath and fill up your insides with white light, that pure divine light. And breathe out. And as your lotus petals start to open and unfold, of course lotus has layers to it, slowly open each petal up and think of a word with each petal. Hope, love, sleep, rest, happiness, energy, anything that you want for yourself that's positive. Peel away each petal with one of those words. Hope, love, energy, healing, wisdom, community, connection, boundaries. And when you finally come to the center of the lotus that's about to grow upwards, gratitude is what grows up from it. Gratitude. Always be grateful for yourself. Be grateful for the strength that has brought you this far. Be grateful for the knowledge you have received and learned. Be grateful for the love that you have within your heart, for yourself, for others and for the earth. Be grateful for the hope that's being born within you right now. Be grateful for this life. Be grateful for the weekend. Be grateful for the body you live in. Whether you have health conditions or not, we still have our body, which is our temple. Our body is our home. Our body protects us. Our body is our home for our soul in this lifetime. Be thankful for whatever your body can do for you. Be thankful for your heart. Gratitude. Be grateful for the air that we're breathing right now. And as your lotus is now fully open, it just floats above the surface of the water. And you see the sun setting. And then above you becomes the beautiful night sky and the full moon. The full moon is upon us. Bright, full, shining moon with serene energy, Don't think of the full moon as chaotic energy, as disruptive, or for causing too much emotions. Let your lotus flower breathe in the calm serenity of the moon, the lunar light, the calming of the emotions. And as the moon pulls the tide in and out, gently feel the water around you rippling. Feel it around you, feel the power of the water cleansing and releasing anything within you. And water and the moon are so healing. And with this chaotic energy around you, just remember this, remember your lotus just floating on the water surface. Remember the night sky with the stars and the aurora borealis, beautiful ribbons of colour across the sky, and your breath. And the light of the moon, the halo around it, reminds you again of hope and of everything you can achieve. Take a big breath in and take it all the way down your long lotus roots, down into where we've grown from, straight down, cutting through all the weeds, all the plants, all the negative stuff. You're now strong. Your core is strong. It's stable. And you have that core strength now that will get you through everything. And it will help you on your self-love journey. Feel that golden energy coming all the way up and down through your roots and through your stem and through your petals. And now just relax. Be your lotus. And remember, you will keep blooming. Once this life finishes, you will keep blooming. As your days go on, you will keep blooming. I just want you to settle now and just feel some relaxation. Feel everything still centered, grounded, and strong. Feel a sense of hope within you. Know that you have everything you need to heal yourself and to start this healing self-love journey, self-care. And the water around you is also cleansing and healing. And I want you to start thinking about what will make you happy, what will help your healing journey, and what will help you on your self-love journey. What do you need to do to help yourself? And take in some beautiful deep breaths and big breaths out. Just keep taking deep breaths in. Feel the vibrations coming from the tuning fork. Let it heal you. Let it set off some energy within you. Know that you've got this. this discovery, this journey of discovery for you for self-love and finding what makes you happy is the most important thing you can do for yourself. Only when we love ourselves and take care of ourselves can we bloom and then look after others as well and start helping others in the world. Love yourself first. Prioritize you. And then and only then can you actually be there for others. But even then, you need to look after you and keep the journey going. Learning and self-progression, self-development never ends. We're always growing, we're always learning, we're always developing. Just feel the sounds going down your spinal cord. Relax. If you get tingles down your spine, that's fine. It's re-energizing you, reinvigorating you. Keep taking slow breaths in the nose and out the mouth. Now I want you to start closing up your lotus flower bud around you, because now the lotus is going to be within. Close it up slowly and start to bring yourself back into your body, back into the room that you're in. Start noticing the chair. Start noticing the seat or the bed that you're on. Feel your back against it. Feel where your feet are touching the ground. Start to notice your breathing. Just breathe naturally, but please still try to keep the air going down the center. Please keep filling up your lungs, but don't put too much pressure. Just feel everything calm. You should be centered and balanced now, and feeling whole and relaxed and refreshed and hopefully ready for your weekend. Just remember that no one's alone. Even though the journey of self-love and self-discovery is something that you should do just yourself, if you ever need to reach out for help, please do. Don't ever suffer alone. If there's people in your life that you can reach out to, please do that. If not, there's helplines or there's communities online here that will always be here for you. Ultimately, the journey to self-discovery and self-love And self-care should be exciting and fun, learning what you love and what you don't love, learning what brings you happiness. Trying out new things, listening to different types of music, finding which one helps you release emotions, trying new foods, new drinks, even new fragrances that will help you feel uplifted. There's a whole world of things for you to discover out there for self-love and self-care. And yeah, go ahead, put a face mask on at the end of the week. That is part of self-care. Light that candle that smells delicious. Light the incense. Do what makes you feel good. And I really, really want you to come away from this live knowing the things that you would like to try to make yourself happy and to look after yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. All the things that you can do to help yourself. Finally, I'm just going to do some drumming just to end the session. Thank you all for staying so long. I know I've gone over, but it felt important. So just bring yourselves back to the room. Take a few deep breaths in and breathe out. And remember, your lotus is always within you now, and it's going to keep blooming. Thank you all so much for joining and participating. I really appreciate you being here, and your energy has been really wonderful today. Thank you for all your support earlier. It means a lot. And if you have only just joined, don't worry. All of the meditation and the talk before will be on my YouTube tomorrow. Thank you guys. I hope that this helped. I hope that you learned a few things or remembered a few things or were like, oh yeah, I should do that for myself. Thank you all. Thank you for staying with me so long. This was a long live. But I feel so relaxed and I actually feel happy and I'm kind of ready to start brainstorming. Hey Michael. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you needed it. Well, I'm not glad you needed it, but I'm glad that this came at a time when it was going to be helpful. Yes, safe travels. Everyone, I hope you have a lovely weekend. And whatever you do, go forward strong, with confidence, and knowing that whatever is going on in your life, there are things to be grateful for. Please, every day, think of the things that you're grateful for, because there is something, especially if you have clothes on your back. Thanks, Michael. Oh no, Angel, your mailbox got destroyed. You can buy another one, you can get another one. That is not anything to be stressed about. The most important thing is you and within. You've all got the strength within to get through everything. Whatever problems we are going through, there literally is an answer to something that will help. Even if it won't solve it, there's something that will help. Exactly, material things can be replaced. Our mental health and our health can't be. And just know that we are made of love. We are filled with love. And as long as we tap into that love, we should be able to override anything. Whether we're alone, whether we're married, if we're in a relationship or a situationship, anything. And also remember that being alone doesn't mean you are lonely, and it doesn't mean you will be lonely either. Being alone, or even if you're in a couple, being independent can mean that you can have things for yourself, have your own hopes and dreams, have things that you want to go for, and have me time to look after yourself. So single or not, there's always time for you. You have to make time for yourselves, guys. Morning and night, and on and off in the day. Please just do some deep breathing. It really helps with stress levels. So I'm just going to keep drumming for a while. If you need to go, I understand. I'm just going to talk a little bit. I know some of you are going through so much right now, but I see your strength, and I see how you still come to people's live streams. You're still trying, you're still meditating, you're still healing from sounds. You're breathing and you're trying. As long as you keep trying, that's all that matters. And know that you're not alone. There's many of us all doing the same. As a collective, we're all doing the things at the same time. As a community and as a worldwide community, even people who don't even know us, all of our energies on this planet, things are building, things are changing. We can feel it, all of us can. Whether it's negative or positive or both, yin and yang is always going to be a part of life. So we just have to keep pushing through like our lotus flower, growing through all of that. And if you need to release emotions like I did earlier, if you need to cry, let it out. If you need to have a bit of a scream, go somewhere quiet and let it out. But it's more important that we breathe and try to center ourselves so that those strong emotions dissipate. That's probably the best option, but cleansing, crying is so cleansing. Anger, I don't want you to let that out. Anger is completely normal. It's born from frustration, sadness, not being heard or seen. The frustration in anger is so real. But that's where breath work is so important. Music, sound healing, all that stuff can really break through energy like that. Anger is a negative energy. I guess you could call it a negative energy. Sound healing can really break through that. Okay, everyone, thank you again for your support. Thank you for joining and sticking by me. I really hope this has helped you. I love you all so much. Even if I don't know you, I'm sending so much love out to you. May the universe or the divine energy, God, anything you believe in, may they continue to help on your self-love journey, on your healing journey, on your journey of discovery. I can't wait to see how you will bloom and see where this takes you. I'm excited for myself as well, and to share with you, and just keep going. And if you feel like giving up and you feel like it's too much, let us know. Let one of us know and keep going. Breathe and believe. Sending you love. Bye, guys. Bye.